What's up, guys? It's me again with another episode of Dinner and a Monster, and today I brought my friend from many years ago. Yes, you don't have to talk about how many years, but a very long time ago. Jeff, and he is an aspiring director. He's been in some TV shows, extra work, background stuff. He's directed a few things, filmed a few things, written some things.
Yeah.
We have stuff that was from when we were teenagers that we don't talk about anymore.
We're not even gonna mention that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. So anyway, today's installment is. Oops, I'm sorry. I'm on a table this time, so it's a little weird. But I'm gonna keep bumping it, so I might get wiggly every once in a while. But that actually works for this film, for this review. All right. So the movie that we watched was called Keep Watching. It's on Amazon Prime. It has, and I had to write some notes, and this is probably the most notes I've ever written. It has Bella Thorne and Chandler Riggs, who we're just going to call Coral for the rest of the episode.
We were doing that the whole movie anyways. It's like,
look out, Coral!
What is Coral doing? That's...
Yeah.
We just, you can't the movie itself couldn't even disassociate him from The Walking Dead. So. Okay,
well, let me tell you a little reason that this is kind of like a joke for us. Not necessarily because of that, but we live in Georgia, as I've said before, and when
zombie capital of the world.
Right. When you live in Georgia, everyone assumes that you know everything there is to know about The Walking Dead, to the point that they'll ask you, "Oh, have you ever met any of the actors? Have you did it?" And it gets annoying.
I've actually even worked on one episode of The Walking Dead during not this season, but I think it was the last one. But I was in Alexandria and all that crap.
It gets really old really fast. So anytime, that was one of the reasons we decided to watch this movie, because we're like, Coral's in it. And I'll be honest, I stopped watching The Walking Dead a long time ago. When they killed my favorite character, I was just like, I'm not even caught up on this latest season myself. Yeah. I have a friend who's actually more of a regular extra. Oh, and by the way, look, it is Dinner and a Monster.
Yes,
because we
have dinner this time.
I made stir fry. I haven't had stir fry since high school. I didn't even know what it was supposed to taste like. Apparently, it tastes like this. Anyway, so so we're gonna go right into the review. Like I said, the name of the movie was Keep Watching,
and that was a challenge in and of itself.
It was. It was like, I felt like we should have heard the doorbell ring and someone gave us money because we kept watching. Like we deserved a prize.
No joke. I made a note of 40 minutes in, and it's like 40 minutes into this film, and we've still not seen but one. It wasn't even a death. The guy turned out to not even be dead. The first,
the first death isn't even a death.
It's a fake out.
Now,
spoiler alert on that one.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's not a big deal, but it's just.
We're going to include spoilers in this, so spoiler alert on that one. There are going to be spoilers just because this. I don't want you to see this movie.
We're going to save you the trouble.
Yes, we were the martyrs for you. So, you're welcome.
That's how well we know each other.
Yes,
Jesus.
So here's a few things to tell you. Basically, it is, and you kind of get this idea from the trailer, which trailer does give away a lot. There's cameras all over the house. These people are victims, and it's for online streaming because we have never seen that before, have we?
Oh, no. It's only in everything.
A lot of movies, yes.
The Blair, we saw this. It's almost like it's trying to be what the Blair Witch was. It's trying to be
a more modern version of it.
What Paranormal Activity has done. I don't even know how many of these. Yeah, I don't even know how many of these movies have come out so recently. I've just seen so many of them, and I instantly recognize, okay, they're doing that trope again. So I've just kind of skipped past.
Dime a dozen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so one thing we didn't notice though is these people have all these like thousands of cameras, so they obviously have money, and these cameras are able to do things that unmanned cameras shouldn't necessarily be able to do, especially to be able to control all these cameras at once. However, they keep going wonky. So you spend all this money on this high-tech equipment for the cameras to go wonky.
I mean, one camera even gets, I think in the first, in that little prologue scene, one of the cameras even gets knocked over by the victim, and yet still ends up aimed at exactly the right spot they wanted for the narrative of the story. Yeah, the fan picture or the fan camera.
And they put a camera in the microwave.
That was one clever moment where the camera actually started messing up as the microwave was going.
Who puts a camera in a microwave?
I agree. That was dumb. It was just but it was that one little clever detail where you notice that the camera is freaking out more just because the microwave is going.
Stop. Sorry, that's my dog. He sees us eating, and anytime he sees people eating, he gets excited. Let's see, other things we noticed. Okay, so apparently this family really loves flannel. Coral and Bella Thorne.
We were really hoping we could develop a drinking game based on the flannel, but eventually the flannel kind of...
Or how many times they said DJ, which is Coral's character. DJ! DJ!
DJ!
I felt like I was watching like Full House.
Roseanne.
Or Roseanne. There were DJs in both. It was Donna Joe and...
Oh yeah, that's right. There was in Full House.
But yeah, there's a lot of flannel in this. So they... sorry, like I said, I had to write notes because I couldn't remember. Okay, yeah. So... There's one part in here that they have this random character come up that I have to call him the dime store Chris Pratt, because it looks like he's trying to look like Chris Pratt and he just is failing miserably. But you can see he's trying, so he's trying.
His character almost was reminiscent of the generic Chris Pratt character.
Right. And he's wearing flannel too, by the way. I told you this is
At least he wasn't wearing a vest.
They will run around in boxer shorts, but for some reason they wear flannels. I don't get it. So the premise is, like I said, people are watching this live stream, which it's really, in a way, it's annoying. It's like, you know, live stream stuff.
Yeah, they say this is like they're trying to say that this is people live streaming it on something ironically like YouTube. And I even made a note that it's like, if this is supposed to be, is this supposed to be some kind of social commentary on YouTubers?
And here we are.
Yeah, the news reporter in the beginning even described entertainment as the chilling purpose. When did entertainment become a chilling purpose?
More importantly, when was this movie entertaining? People were apparently, because we're assuming it's like the dark web where people would pay money to watch this stuff, but at the same time, it's like, I would not pay money to watch this.
Oh God, I forgot about this. I forgot about this note. Carl's character's creepier than the killer's in one scene.
Yeah, apparently Coral is a pervert for his stepmom.
Carl's creeping on his mom.
Which is kind of gross.
For his stepmom.
But yeah, the build-up, like he was talking about 40 minutes before anything really happens, no lie. This is the longest build-up to a movie that I have seen in years.
Especially for a horror film.
Yes, I have seen some. I don't want to even review it, but I did a Stardust review on I Am the Pretty Thing That Lives in This House, which I don't recommend that one either. That movie was long, and nothing ever happened, so you were just like, nothing ever happened. This one was long and stuff happened, but it was like, by the time you got to where stuff happened, you didn't even care anymore. You're like, finally, you're more of like relieved that something happened.
30 minutes into the film, or 30 minutes towards the end, I'm just, she remarks to me, it's like, what's going on? Wait, what are they doing? I don't even care anymore. I'm done.
We don't even know what's going on.
I just want to get through this now.
Now, I'll tell you one thing though. We've both seen a lot of horror movies. I've probably seen more only because
she's definitely.
I was raised on
I concede that one already.
But I was raised on horror movies, and so I've seen most generic, most cliche, most whatever murders in those movies. This one actually had one I'd never seen, and I was actually really impressed because I've never seen someone die via a garden hose in a plastic bag.
Yeah, human garden fountain.
And an axe to the butt.
Yeah.
An axe to the butt.
Combined. Axe to the rear and human garden hose.
It was really weird.
That was clever. The movie tries so hard to be clever in so many ways. It's the only place where it actually succeeds.
That was the only clever part.
Tried to be clever during one scene where the mom makes a comment about Carl's character, and the dad said, "Oh, you think he's scary now? You should have been here during the zombie years." It's like really going back. So that's what goes back to what I was saying. The movie can't even disassociate him from The Walking Dead.
I know, it's pretty sad, but
a lot of jump scares in this film. Oh my God. A lot of lame jump scares too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The one successful jump scare wasn't on me.
It was on me, and it was a drone, because a drone tapped the window or something, and I just wasn't expecting it.
That's all it was. Just a stupid drone. Nothing even came from it.
No, but again, one of the stupid things is, okay, you're whatever age she's supposed to be, she says teenage, so I'll say 16, 17 years old girl, in a big house, you're upstairs, and all of your blinds are open. Who does that? And it's night. It's night, right? Who does that? I don't do that. If you saw my room, my blinds are closed.
Yep.
All the time.
Even when she was getting undressed.
Yes, exactly. Or they had sheer curtains.
That just occurred to me. Yeah, she's getting undressed, and the windows are, it's, oh yeah, I can look right in, no problem.
Yeah, remember we had this conversation about he's out there? Don't have sheer curtains. Have like blackout curtains. I mean, it was just ridiculous.
Blinds that you can twist to where they show
without
something.
breaking your finger and scaring the poop out of you.
Yeah. The blinds, they tried to make the blinds scary.
Yeah, the blinds attack. When blinds attack.
Blinds attack. Oh God.
It was awful. No, I have seen worse movies. Like I said,
I've definitely seen worse.
I have seen the pretty thing. I am the pretty thing that lives in this house. That was probably one of the worst movies I've ever seen. This one is a very close second because, like I said, it's very boring, and we wanted to enjoy it because I like Bella Thorne. I think she's a great actress. Coral.
I'm a fan of Chandler Riggs. Not
Chandler Riggs.
Chandler Riggs, especially particularly from The Walking Dead.
Or should we call him Chandler Ruggs?
Right.
But
actually,
yeah.
I don't even know if he's done anything other than The Walking Dead.
Well,
but I am a fan of him. I'm sorry. Yeah, he is a fantastic actor and has done a great job with The Walking Dead.
Crappy script.
Yeah, he just didn't have much to work with in this one. I'm gonna chalk that up to the script in this case.
Screen Gems, I'm very disappointed. Very disappointed with you. This movie was in the words of, I think it was Shriek from Saved by the Bell, it stunk so bad someone should have waved a skunk in front of it. It was pretty bad.
So many horror tropes just recycled in this movie that it's ridiculous. I mean, even to the point of what's the movie we kept referring to? The Strangers. It even has that trope of, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? I'll do you one better. Who cares?
Now, one thing that we also noticed is really funny is they have a landline, which a landline is not a bad idea.
It's like amazing,
right? But the phone rang, and I kid you not, if you see this movie, it is identical to the ringer from Scream.
You just wanted to hear that voice come over the phone. What's your favorite scary movie?
I know, it was like as soon as I heard it ring, I was like, well, hello, Sydney. And I was like, this is the wrong number. Oh crap, whatever. Have a scary movie moment. But yeah, so it's very cliche. It's not fluid at all. Oh, and if you get nauseous easily, there's a point where some people have cameras on them and they're wrestling around. So it's wiggle cam, and
that was an unbelievable feat for these guys, whoever these killers were. They knew that these people were going to be wrestling around on the floor, and they knew that the weapon that they were using was going to skitter across the floor and land exactly in this spot, so that the camera is right there in focus, looking at that item. And that's just, oh God Almighty! I kept shaking my head, like, there's a certain point at which the ability to suspend disbelief just goes, out the window, and that kind of was it. I could buy that they could have rigged up this whole house with cameras, and even suspend the fact that there was a camera inside of the high voltage end, the business end of a taser. I can believe that, but...
And they didn't see the one on the flashlight.
Right, the GoPro camera mounted on the handle of a flashlight that he's looking right at. I mean,
he did look right into a flashlight.
True. Like I said, I can suspend the disbelief to an extent, but when that fight was so perfectly in focus and choreographed with the cameras that they had, that's when I was just like, no. Sorry,
we're done.
Nobody's that dang good. Hollywood's barely that good.
Oh, I know. All I can figure is maybe they must have been attacked by the X-Men or something. Because everything was it was choreographed. I mean, I was like, are these people hypnotized? Is that why they're doing things, you know, exactly how the killers want them to do? Because that's not how people work. I'm sorry. I'm all for mind manipulation and so forth. And there's something that throws you off. At the beginning of the movie, the dad's talking about how like he owes like $35,000.
Oh yeah, a plot. There was a plot twist or plot point that went nowhere. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, and there's one point where Bella Thorne's character is talking to the therapist. So this person knows where her therapist is and sets up a camera. So that was another option. Maybe it was the therapist. He's finding all this stuff out. But no.
The fact that it turns out she's pregnant, and again, no reason for that to be there. No purpose for that. No, that it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't give anything to this character. She just found out that evening, so it's not like she has some kind of enormous emotional attachment and reason to live because now she's carrying a baby. I don't know. I'm not a woman, obviously, so I can't say.
The camera. She's sitting on the toilet when she's taking her pregnancy
Awkward
test.
Camera angle there.
And this camera drops down to about right here. How did they not know that any second she could stand up, crack her head on that camera, and the jig is up right at that point?
Yeah, and by then they hadn't revealed themselves, so...
And also, okay, you've got
would have spoiled their surprise.
Right, but you have white ceilings, right? So when you go into a room, unless you have no peripheral from here up, how do you not notice a black camera attached to your ceiling? Okay? I mean, even in my room, like, my room has a peak, and I can still notice if there was a black thing sitting, you know, attached to my ceiling.
And you see this camera because you see it get lowered down
and
to here.
It's this big.
Above this person's head. And yeah, this was not a small camera
it looked about
you could have just accidentally overlooked.
It kind of looked like a camera extension lens.
Right.
That's how big that thing was.
Yeah.
Is she stupid? I mean, it was Bird Box. They had their blinders on. They couldn't see anything. They were like, no! If we don't see the cameras, we'll go crazy.
We can't look.
And there were times when they would look right at the cameras.
Yeah.
Like when Coral was messing with some books or something.
Well, it could have been theoretically that it was mounted inside of an item, kind of like what I was talking about, the one that was supposedly inside the business end of the taser. Or so they just see the taser and they think, oh, it's just a taser.
And also, they were able to get all these cameras in this house in no time.
That's some hell.
Like, it wasn't like they were gone for the weekend or anything. They just left that morning and came back that night. But they were able to get, like, in the alarm clock. I mean...
That was another problem I had. We kept discussing this during the movies. The time frame as to how long these people have been in this house. They make it out like these people have just moved in, but they've got all their furniture unpacked, all their pictures hanging on the walls, and everything. It seems like they just moved in, but they.
It was a piece of bamboo.
It was a piece of it. In the food.
It's authentic. Yeah, because usually, I don't know.
Okay.
Or just a stick, but...
We're going to go with bamboo.
Yeah. I'm still going to eat it. I don't care. I've had E. coli and salmonella. You can't take me out that easily.
You say more, yeah.
You can't take me out with a stick.
But, oh my God, yeah, so many plot points, so many angles that they really could have explored in this movie a lot better than they did the clue aspect of the film. The killers keep leaving things for them. Like they left the taser for them to find. They left with a little Christmas bow on it, which I thought was funny. I was laughing at all that. And they left the taser for Carl to find with a little Christmas bow. Or no, Carl found the lighter.
Yeah.
The daughter found the taser. And it was almost like Clue, where in the beginning of the movie they got all the presents with the items in it.
And in different areas.
And what?
And in different areas.
Right. So so much of that they could have explored a little more. It's like there's almost nothing original in this film other than that one death that you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
And the characters weren't intelligent at all. To the point of, we're sitting here, we're not geniuses by any extent. I mean, I would say that we are of fairly average intelligence, but...
Speak for yourself.
But we certainly know somebody pulls a plastic bag over your head.
Poke a hole in it.
Don't try and pull the bag off. No, just punch a hole in the mouth so you can breathe. I mean, survival tip 101. If any of you guys that has anybody attack you with a plastic bag pulling it over your head, just punch a hole through it. It's plastic, people. Come on. It doesn't take any amount of force, really, to tear open a plastic bag.
Actually, survival lesson number 1, get a license and get a gun.
I'm all for that too, but you know, in the event,
or a baseball bat at least. You don't have to have a license for that.
In the event that you have that ever happen to you, plastic bag. Come on, people, just realize it's just a plastic bag. Tear a hole open.
I know.
Vent the
Have you ever not ever gone to the grocery store and after crap falls out on the driveway out of that plastic bag? They are not made that strong.
Yeah. But somehow this plastic bag is the end-all, weapon of choice for this killer.
Well, and the dude wears it as a mask too, which is weird.
Yeah.
He doesn't die.
He can breathe through it, but then, and then what was?
Did it go in there? Nope.
And then so and then getting to the ending. What did you think of that? They finally get out of the house.
Okay. So the ending was not completely predictable. There was a point that he says something that you're just like, okay, we're going this route. So it did have its but the movie was so just like, that by the time it got to what the twist ending, we were just kind of like, I don't even care anymore.
I'm just like, we're going the Saw route now. Mm-hmm. We haven't ripped off enough horror movie tropes.
They even kind of ripped off Funny Games in a way, which Funny Games is an amazing movie. I'll make him watch it and then I'll let him do a review of that one. But yeah, Funny Games is a great movie. The original, I haven't seen the original, but I've seen the remake. That one is one that will mess you up. It'll mess you up just a little bit.
I love a twisted horror movie. Seriously.
Oh, it's twisted. But anyway, so what was this movie in? Oh, keep watching. Okay, you can keep watching us, keep watching me, but
yes.
Do not keep watching this movie. Just skip over it. I kind of wish we had gone with Possessed Doll.
Yeah, if you can keep watching this movie, I'm proud of you. Honestly.
Yeah, somebody needs to show up at your door with money. I'm serious. We made it all the way through that movie, and I was just kind of like,
oh God,
what is going on? Just kill me. I don't know what's going on.
Pull a plastic bag over my
head. Plastic bag over my head, exactly.
Preferably a dark black one.
So I don't have to see it or hear it. But yeah. So, again, this is just the opinions of us. If you want to see it, you can. We don't recommend it. And again, I love Bella Thorne. I think she's a fantastic actress. And like I said, the acting was great. They did very well in acting, even though they did do some stupid decisions and stuff like that. But the movie, the plot was...
They did good with what they could work with.
The plot lacked. The script kind of sucked. But, like I said, if you want to watch it, you go right ahead and watch it. Otherwise, just pretend it never happened. I mean, I'm going to try to pretend.
Go watch something. Any of the aforementioned movies that it ripped off. Go watch any of them.
Just go watch Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yeah.
Which is a favorite, by the way. Because it's so bad, but it's so funny. I love it.
Maybe we need to review that.
Yeah, we'll have to review a few. I mean, we'll probably start getting to reviewing movies that we've actually seen. But there's some that I've seen that he hasn't, and so it just wasn't. It didn't. I wanted to do something that you would get the first impression, fresh review of it. So anyway. So if you like this content, if you've been having fun, like, subscribe. You don't have to ring the little bell because I don't ring the little bell for stuff either because I don't care about the notifications.
Yeah.
But keep in mind, I try to do this new video once a week.
If you want to, by all means.
Yeah, if you want to, by all means. But I try to do a new video once a week. It's not always going to be on Sunday because I work retail, so it depends. But if you guys keep liking the videos, keep subscribing, and keep watching them and sharing the crap out of them, I may not have to work in retail anymore. And then I would love you guys to death. So, anyway.
We can hope, can't we?
I know, I can hope. I mean, I know. But anyway, hey, this is, Good Mythical Morning. Didn't just happen. So, alright. So, anyway, you guys have a great evening. And, I did get my new backdrop. but I don't have the way to put it up yet. But by next video, I will have a backdrop up. So, take it easy, guys.